Student Leaders Blog. NYMF Student Leaders Blog. The blog where leaders blog about the festival shows.
Danielle just sang a song. We're at MasterFest. What song did you sing?
I sang Top of the World, and it's by Chris Miller and Nathan Tyson, who wrote the Burnt Part Boys. The song Top of the World is from they're writing a book to Tuck Everlasting. Just really cool.
Sounded wonderful.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. And so what's your experience with NYMF?
Well, so I actually did a musical in 2006 called Lunch, and that was my second project that I ever did when I got to the city. I did a SPF show that summer and then a NYMF show, so I did all the festivals that summer. And it was a lot of fun. It was quick, it was fast, but it was wonderful because you got to meet everyone involved in all the other shows as well, and it was just a really great experience because it's really nice to see that so many new writers are being supported and that their work is getting seen and getting heard somehow. You know, it's so refreshing that there's a venue for them to present.
That there's
Absolutely, yeah.
Hi, I'm here with Jordan Mann and Jeff Thompson, the writers of Trails, and they have a song from their show performing tonight, and they were picked to be in the festival this year. So, what has your experience been like with NYMF so far? Just started.
Well, this is actually our first year doing NYMF, but we're very excited about the prospect. We know that a lot of amazing projects have come out of NYMF. We've had a chance to grow, develop, and go on to amazing things. I mean, the roster is amazing. It's a normal show. Just so many wonderful shows that came out of it. We're just excited to be part of that proud tradition/legacy.
And what is Trails about?
Trails is about two friends who reconnect after 10 years, who decide to fulfill a childhood promise to hike the Appalachian Trail from beginning to end.
What was your inspiration for writing the show?
The inspiration was actually me reconnecting with a childhood friend that I hadn't seen in over 10 years, and it was very interesting rediscovering ourselves as adults and seeing what happened to ourselves as adults compared to the plans we set out for ourselves as kids.
And it was interesting, Jeff brought the idea to me, and at first I'm like, how do you get out of your mind? How are you write a musical about two guys walking for 6 months?
Musical.
Exactly. But what we realized as we started doing research was that it's also about the journey you go through in life. It's the trail. For so many who've done it, is about trying to escape from something or figuring yourself out, or because you have to have a reason to walk. It takes 6 months to do. It's over 2,000 miles. It's not something that anybody can do lightly.
These two characters have reason for walking.
They have reasons to
Yes,
walk.
they do. Thanks so much, you guys.
Hi, this is Danielle, and I'm here with Christiane Knoll, and she just performed the song Please by Jeremy Desmond and Vadim Feichner, and it was wonderful.
Thank you.
So, what has been your experience at NYMF so far?
I did what did I do? A few years back, the Piper, it's called. The Piper. Awesome. Woo! Yeah. Okay, so I did the Piper, and my husband a few years before that had done Blue Flower, which was a Dada-inspired piece. That was really awesome. And I was supposed to do the Toy Maker, but then Ragtime happened. Although briefly, it did happen, and I wasn't able to do the Toy Maker last year, which is too bad. But yeah, it's really grown. It's amazing how much NYMF has given birth to so many shows. Start out in these little places and become big successes that are still running. It's incredible.
I'm here with Joe Iconis and Katrina Rose Diedrichsen. And Joe and Katrina just performed a song with Krista Rodriguez from a cut song from Let's Hum of Love. But Joe also did 2 shows at NYMF in 06 and 07. Can you talk about those?
I did indeed, yeah. I did two concerts, which were special events at NYMF. And the first one that I did was a show called Things to Ruin, which was sort of the first show that I ever did in my whole damn life. And it was in 2006, and it was the first show that I did out of school, out of grad school. And it was amazing because it really sort of kick-started my whole career in a way. So we did it at NYMF in September of that year, and it sort of gave it this legitimacy. It was like very cool, and it sort of wrapped it up into this this context of like, oh, these smart people creating musical theater, and it was an amazing thing, and it sort of propelled me to keep writing and to keep doing shows and getting my stuff out there. That's what I did in 2006, and then in 2007 I did a show with my collaborator Robert Maddock called the Iconis and Maddock Variety Hour, and it was very fun. And we had like dogs in the show, and we had this dude who did this act where he like swallowed something. Remember this? Were you there for this? I swear to you, he had this like trick. No, you know what he did? He like swallowed a balloon, and then he swallowed a balloon, and then he like blew it up through his nose. And I don't know what that has to do with the art of musical theater, but something.
Katrina, what has your experience been like at NYMF?
Well, I was in the Things to Ruin concert, which was amazing, and that was my first experience with NYMF. And since then, I also was in Bernice Bob's Her Mullet.
What year was that?
2007, I believe, actually, which is probably why I missed the balloon being blown out of the nose.
Yeah. I'm here with Andy Einhorn at Madam Quad. So talk about a little bit about tonight's experience.
It was very cool. The very first musical that I ever wrote was in the very first NYMF. Which is why I'm here. So it felt really cool to sort of like be back in the fold, because I remember when this festival started, and it was like such an exciting thing for us musical theater writers who like didn't really. I mean, before NYMF there wasn't really an outlet to the degree that NYMF has. And then to see it like over 7 years now that it's like huge, fancy things, it's like, and it's really cool.
And Andy, what about the songs tonight? What do you think of the one?
I thought it was a terrific concert. The joy of tonight was that this was featuring writers that were a part of NYMF, but showcasing their future work or shows that are already in production right now. So it's really great to see the writers having these fantastic careers and getting their work out there. So it's a terrific celebration of new work tonight.
Hi, I'm here with Jen Cody, who just hosted NYMF's Best of Fest. Can you tell us about what it was like to host NYMF?
Well, I was asked to do this. I have never been a part of it.
But that will not change.
That will change. I will do every NYMF show. But what I found, it was really interesting to realize how many of these young writers have now moved on to do these incredibly successful shows that win awards and are recognized and noticed. So I didn't know that coming in yesterday, and I got the script today, and watching and listening to these artists, I am moved by what they do. It's really amazing.
And I know your husband, Hunter, has written a NYMF show before. Were you at all involved with that during the time?
Volume 5 is still going on, actually. They just did another reading of it. Hopefully that'll get done in September. I had done an earlier show that didn't start in the NYMF that Hunter wrote. This one that he did tonight is Hollow, which is his third show.
That's right. There was a song tonight from Hunter Foster's new show, The Hollow, which is going to be at the Signature Theater. Next summer? Yes, next summer. Thank you so much. Hi, I'm here with Hunter Foster, who has been at NYMF. Can you talk about your experience with NYMF before?
Yes, I actually was in a show at NYMF called Party Come Here, and that was, I think, 3 or 4 years ago. David Kirschenbaum and Daniel Goldfarb wrote it, and I actually wrote a show that was in NYMF called Bonnie and Clyde: A Folk Tale, which was done 2 years ago. So I feel like I have first-hand knowledge of both sides of what it's like to be in NYMF, and it's pretty exciting. It happens really fast.
And you have a new show that's opening at the Signature next summer.
Yes,
called The Hollow.
Yes, based on Sleepy Hollow.
And there was a performance tonight in the Best of Fest concert. And can you talk about that?
Yes, Stephanie Block, who is an amazing performer, an amazing singer, and she sang a song called Boston from our show, and she was just amazing. I'd never heard her sing it before, and so it was pretty exciting. I was sitting there going, oh my God, and just hearing, I mean, she's such an amazing singer, and for actually her to sing that song and the way she sang it was great.
And what has it been like working with NYMF, and what do you think of NYMF's mission statement, and what it's trying to do for new writers?
Well, it's it's a wonderful opportunity for to see your work done on its feet. You know, other festivals, you know, it stands or it's a half hour or an hour, and you get to see a full production. Yeah, I mean, it's insane trying to get it up, but you know, what we learned doing Bonnie and Clyde was something that you couldn't get from doing it anywhere else. And the fact that it can be done in New York, and you get New York people to see it, and even people to review it in a way, it's very, very helpful.
Thank you so much.
Sure thing. Nice to meet you.